What up, crypto gamers? Welcome back to another episode of the NFT Game Grind. We're grinding every damn Friday. You guys are joining me, and we're playing Gods Unchained, one of my favorite NFT games. It's an OG game, like myself. That's one of the reasons why I like it. I've been doing this for a long time. Before anyone really was doing this, I saw the future of NFTs, of crypto-based blockchain gaming, and I jumped in. And everyone was like, I don't get it, Stache. I don't get it. But there's a few people who did. And there are people who've been following me since the beginning. They know, and they're definitely in profit at this point if they've been taking any of the, not financial advice that I give about some of these great games we play. But Gods Unchained has been one of the solid ones here since the beginning. Great team to work with. They've done so much in the space here even recently. Outside of Gods Unchained, their Immutable X project and team and everything. There's so much to what they're doing. But Gods Unchained is a great game, and if you love card games like Hearthstone, Magic the Gathering, this is the game for you. Why play those other games when you can't trade your cards, you can't extract any money from it, you're putting maybe thousands of dollars into trying to get that one card you need, when you could just go buy it in the marketplace here with Gods Unchained, or sell those cards in the marketplace when you get like a really good one. There's times where I'm like, oh my gosh, I just got another sweet legendary, but I already had two of them. You only need one legendary, so it's like, well, what am I gonna do with the other one? Might as well sell it. So there's a lot of opportunity here in Gods Unchained to earn by playing. And the great thing about Gods Unchained is it's free to play. There's no investment. Everyone always asks, well, how much does it cost then? How much does it cost, Stache? But I'm gonna tell you guys, nothing. I'm gonna put a link here for all of you guys out there. If you want to play Gods Unchained, you can use my link. I'd appreciate it. Supports the channel. And like I said, you get in free and you start earning right away. So there's no limitation to that. You just start playing, you rank up, and you can see as you rank up here, you get to higher levels, you get packs of cards. So my next level is 108. It's not a milestone level. So I'm just getting a neutral core rare pack, which is the standard packs. And but when you're brand new, you rank up fast and you earn packs pretty fast. So you can go in with 0 cards, no investment, and you just start playing with the beginner's decks, right? These beginner decks are actually pretty good, and everybody gets them. Everybody gets them. So I'll show you what that looks like here. At the top, when you get started, you get these starter decks: Nature, Light, War, Magic, Death, and Deception. So it's the 6 different gods, right? They all have a different play style, and you can play these, and they're actually fairly good. And today, we're going to play with just beginners decks. That's right. I'm not going to use any of my decks that I've built. I'm going to use the pre-made starter decks to show you guys that this can be done, that you can win with these decks. Even I think at my level too. I'm at Auric Gold right now, or almost Solar Gold. So it's a pretty high level. We'll see. I don't know. At that level, it really kind of comes down to how your skill. But you can see that these decks are viable, and you can start playing right away with these decks, and they are actually pretty decent. So good to see a bunch of you guys in chat today. Who do we got in chat here? We got a bunch of people in chat, man. Looking like Theta is looking really busy in chat today. I see I am he who. You were hanging out yesterday with us. Nitty Gritty's over there. OMG, it's Legacy. Nice, I like that. Tyler's hanging out with us. Buy the Dip, asking about how much you can make. $1 million. But no, you can actually earn a pretty good amount in this game, and especially when they have an event going on like they did previously here, just to finish out the year with their Blessing of the Gods event, where you were earning Gods tokens every single week. And a lot of people were earning 50, 60 bucks a week just by playing Gods Unchained. And that was on top of the packs that they were earning, and that you can now forge your cards together. So there's a lot going on there. There's a lot going on there. Coca Jenkins, hey man, thanks for jumping on yesterday and playing some Mini Royale with me. That was a lot of fun. T-Fuel Inferno. All right, so let's go jump into Gods Unchained. Hey. There we go. I don't know what happened there. That's weird. But sound back. So much wow. Much wow. All right, back to GU. Let's play it. There we go. There we go. We're ready. We're locked and loaded. Okay, so as you guys can see here, this is Gods Unchained, and you know, very straightforward. The interface here, it's all about playing ranked. They have some other modes like solo mode, which doesn't make any sense, and then they have a tutorial mode, which if you're a brand new player, this is where you would want to start, right? But after you get past the tutorial, it's all about playing ranked mode. So you can see this gives you kind of how to play the game basics, how mana works, how to win, and you get 3 core packs by finishing the tutorial. So it's definitely something you want to play to get started. So if you're brand new and you've used my link, which I'll put in chat again here for you guys. Gods rechanged the audio. Yeah. So yeah, I would say jump in and play the tutorial first. If you're brand new, that's where you should start. Then once you get past the tutorial, you just jump in ranked. It doesn't hurt you to be playing ranked. And you can also do direct challenges if you want to challenge your friends, or sometimes I take direct challenges during the stream. But today we may not take one until the end. We'll see if we can get a couple in there. And then you have all of your stuff here at the top. So this is the arena, and it shows an overview of kind of where you're at, what your rank is. I'm a disciple rank, and what your level is. I'm at 108, which is not very high, to be perfectly honest. I play as much GU as I can, but I mean, the games are, it's a little bit more intensive than some other games. So you're spending 15, maybe 20 minutes per match. So, to get quite a few matches, it can be quite a bit of time. I usually try and play it on the weekends or on Fridays here with you guys. But, like I said, free to play. So it's a casual, I mean, it can be casual or it can be very intense if you want to really go hard and try and get to Mythic League, which is the very top ranking. You can see right now I'm in Auric Gold. And then Solar Gold's the next one, and then below that is Ethereal Diamond, and then one more is Mythic. So I play a few levels below the top level. And then every weekend too, on top of this, you just earning by playing. They also have what they call Weekend Rank Constructed. It's a weekend event, and you get extra bonus rewards for playing in that too. So when we talk about the potential to earn here, playing on the weekend is the best thing. Yeah, the ones at higher levels kick your butt. Yeah, me too, man. I mean, once I get to higher level, it's always a little bit harder, right? It's a little bit harder to break in there and to get a good match going. So yeah, we got the market. You can go directly to the market, and they actually have a really cool thing called star points too, which is part of what you're earning in the game. So when you play a match, you earn experience, you earn star points, and you also earn flux. And the flux depends on like how you gather. There's this thing called Gauntlet of the Gods, and flux is what is needed to fuse 2 basic cards together to make an NFT, which you can then sell in the marketplace. So when you talk about like, well, how do you play and earn? What's the other mechanism? Well, it's like I said, playing, earning cards, getting those packs, and then when you get duplicates, you fuse 2 together, and then you can sell them in the marketplace. But to fuse them, you need to have flux. That's one part of it. And you earn flux by playing and then using this Gauntlet of the Gods. And essentially what it is that you play each god 3 times, and then you have to move on to keep earning flux. So you can't just keep playing the same deck and keep same god over and over again. The other side of forging is that you actually have to have some gods tokens to do that as well, which you can earn through some of these events we talked about, like Blessings of the Gods. But the forge is where you do all that, and you can see here it'll load all the cards you have. It'll show you how many god tokens you have, how much flux you have, and then it'll tell you, okay, well, to fuse these together, you'll need to, like, here's 2. So here I have 2 planes, and so you can see I can fuse them together to make a meteorite card, and that takes 20 flux and 0.1 gods tokens. And then I could sell this card in the marketplace. So that's kind of how that works, and that's how the play to earn element works. Now, the collection tab is all about your collection, so you can look at your cards, your boards, your trinkets, and then soon emotes, but the boards, trinkets, and cards are what you'd look at here in your collection. And then the workshop, as we were talking about before, this is where you can find your decks. And this is where we're going to look at the different decks that are starter decks, because today we're playing all beginners decks. I'm only going to use these starter decks because I'm going to show you guys how easy it can be to get started and see what happens. At my level, I don't know, I may get crushed. I may get some pretty upset wins. Who knows? These decks are actually pretty good. And then you also have your open packs. So when you earn packs, this is where you go to open them. And I think I have a pack on deck that I'm going to show you guys real quick what it looks like to open. This is a free deck that I earned just by playing, or a free packs. Wondering why this game is not getting more attention since it's the most polished P2E game at the moment. I know. I'm right there with you, man. It totally is. I've been playing this game and preaching it forever. I think one of the reasons is because it's a card game. I think card games are not for everybody. They're not everybody's bag. So I think that's the reason why. That's personally why I think is why it doesn't get as much attention. If it was a shooter, boom, you'd probably get more attention. Oh, hey, we got two rare cards, or two rares here in one pack. That's pretty good. And I got one more pack to go. And this is actually a pretty good open. Overgrown Rhino, Harvest Archine, Staff of Shards, and Jinxblade Duelist. All actually good cards. We'll open the other one, might as well. Boom! I love the open. It's fast, it's fun. Ooh, another really good pack open for these basic core cards. Switch Duelist is a staple, and Void Banshee is actually pretty good too in death decks. So got a lot of good death cards here actually. And Trojan Battle Mage actually is a really good one too. So you could be doing this. You could be opening these decks and just by playing. Axis is a card game as well, easier mechanic. Oh yeah, Axis is probably a lot easier when it comes to strategy. I mean, there's so many cards in this game, and there's so many things going on. It's way more fun than Axie Infinity, I'll tell you that. I'm not the biggest fan of Axie gameplay. People play it because, you know, you can earn money, but I think that Gods Unchained is going to surpass them in that because of how much they really worked on the game itself to make it fun, and then they're slowly putting more and more ways to earn in it. I am he who says he plays GU and Splinterlands at the same time, 2 monitors to get shit done. I feel you on that. That's actually pretty good strategy, man. You can do Splinterlands matches in between while you're waiting for your other for your opponent to play. I can see that. All right, so let's jump into some gameplay here. We're gonna just start off with the Nature starter deck. This is, I think, in my opinion, one of the better starter decks to start with. And a lot of times it really does come down to the meta, but it also really comes down to knowing the deck itself. So when you look at the deck and what we have here, it's a pretty rounded deck. I wouldn't call it really a zoo deck. I would call it kind of, a fairly well-rounded deck. I mean, I guess it lends more to like being a medium tempo deck is what you would really say. But you can kind of explore the deck and see what's in it here by looking at some of these things. Some staple cards like Vanguard Axewoman I think are really important to have in here. But looking at what the cards do and understanding how the deck plays is the most important thing, and really that comes by playing the deck and reading the cards. So if you're getting started, that's what I would say is the first thing you would want to be doing. Now I don't play this deck very often, so I don't know the deck that well, and it has changed since the last time I've tried to play it. But you can see there's a lot here at turn 5 that they have, a lot of cards for turn 5, and then a couple of cards in the later stages to kind of keep you afloat. So let's select this and get going. And here's a little note. If you get this unable to queue thing, this is a little bit of a bug right now. All you got to do is just click and then click play again, and it seems to work. So keep that in mind if you get that. It's just something you have to cycle through. Yeah, GU on mobile is something that they are working on for 2022. So I know I've talked with the team. That is a priority for them here in 2022 is to get a mobile app for Gods Unchained. But the main thing is in 2021, they really wanted to get the play to earn and the tokenomics down. And I think they've done that now. So all right, so when you're doing this mulligan right here, you're wanting to replace cards that are not going to be good cards to start off for the first couple of turns. So we don't want 5 mana cards. We want 1 or 2 mana cards, or maybe 3. So we could get regen +6 to a card. Doesn't really help us in the early stages. 1 mana cards, so it gives us an easy look at what we could be playing for our first turn. Now we're not going first, and so the first person gets 1 mana blip. I call them a mana blip, and then the second person gets 3 mana blips. So you get advantage for going second, kind of, because you're going second, right? Wow, and no play by them for the first turn, which is kind of odd for a nature deck here, I would say. So now that we have something like that, I think getting ahead of the curve here with Spring Bloom Hunter makes sense. But we could actually get quite a few creatures out this turn with this card, and then using a mana blip here to get Best Friends out. And we could say this when we have 3 creatures, but I think just getting it out now and getting ahead of the curve makes sense. So we get an extra creature to come out. Usually you want to save that card for when you do have 3 creatures, and you can get 2 creatures for 1 play. Oh, the game screen is zoomed in. Good low. Sorry about that, guys. Let me just why is it? There we go. I'm gonna burn all my dang time out just doing this. All right, there we go, back. All right, quick play. Boop, pew, pew. There we go. Yeah, so like I said, guys, I got an upgrade, and I'm still trying to kind of work through everything, upgrading all the systems. I got new monitors. I got a new stream deck. I got new cameras. I got all kinds of new stuff. And so a little bit of adjustment period here. You guys are going to see a little bit different look to my recorded videos here pretty soon too. So I'm excited about that as well. So not a lot of option here. We want to take this guy out, but we don't have really anything that's going to be able to do that for us. And we could do... So here's what we're going to do. We're going to see if this guy will hit him. He does. So perfect. So then we use Vanguard to come on with Blitz and smash. There we go. And then, we could see if that's going to do that. It does. That does that. And then we could get Dockside out, but I think we go with Animal Bond. We want to keep our card advantage, because there's 3 different advantages that you want to try and keep in the game. One is card advantage, how many cards you have in your hand. The second is health advantage, how much health you have. And the third is creature advantage, having more creatures on the board than the other player. Jump on. That would have been great for that Spring Bloom, but we did not get it out there. Well, let's get this out. And just keep doing this. +3 strength and overkill. I think we're going to save that. Let's see what happens here. I'm going to try and I try to target both of them. But then look, we got the Tartessian, which is great. So I'm actually going to spin my favor to grab that and then play that, and it's and I'll be able to play it next turn with one of my creatures.
It's the circle of life.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to strategy, you really want to try and, for your first couple turns, get something that makes that is easy to play, right? Something that you can play. And see, this is a hard one right here, because this Guild Enforcer, man, ain't no joke. He ain't no joke there. So this is where we would want to... Dang. We want to probably use jump on to give it to this guy. And it's not going to kill him, but it'll take him down at least one. And we need something else to be able to get going on that, so... Because these freaking guys right here aren't going to do it.
I will not back down.
So most likely he's going to take out the Tartessian with this guy right here, but yeah, Bladefly is a strong play. What's spin favor? What's favor? So that's a great question. So favor is something you build up. There's special in-game points that you build up that you can use to redeem for in-game cards. These are not cards you own, but these are cards that are like essentially a sideboard. So if you know anything about like Magic the Gathering or other card games, you earn favor anytime you kill one of the opponent's creatures and your creature stays alive, or you hit the other god. And so I gained a bunch of points and I was able to do that. No problem. So, jeez. Not looking so hot here. And see, he knows that if I attack, like it's just gonna kill these guys. So there's nothing I can really do about it. And he's gonna come straight at me. Oof. And that's a beefy backline right there. See, like I have nothing, I don't think I have anything really in this deck that's going to be able to grab him until I get to the later stage, which kind of sucks. I haven't got any, you know, mid-range cards right now. I got a lot of support cards, but no mid-range. So D-Gaming, if you want to get on board, you can use my link here to start playing Gods Unchained. And it's free to play, so just jump in. Oof. See, this is the problem that happens when you got a lot of like high-level creatures. I'm just kind of waiting here, just getting smashed on. And there's really nothing I can do about it, you know? I'm just gonna confuse all his creatures. Just like I'm gonna refresh a bunch of mana, but it doesn't really do much for me. I wish I could get this charging Oryx in, but I got 2 more unlocks before one unlock technically. I can use my blip and then unlock it and get the charging Oryx out there, and that'll get rid of this guy. But man, he's setting up those back lines like nothing. See, because this guy's been out here for so long, he's just buffing him so hard, right? Oh, come on. You know, playing these starter decks is a little bit more difficult. It just means you have to be a little bit more creative. That's all. So we can get the charging Oryx out, which is great, and that'll help take care of that guy. But puts us at a point where he's gonna die, you know. I wish I could have got this region out too at the same time, but clearly just not going to happen. So it's an easy takeout for any of his creatures here. They are confused, so it may be that he doesn't hit any of them and I get some sort of crazy luck, but I doubt it. Oof. Yeah, see, and that's the end of Stache right there. Getting the Oliphant mount out like that. Yeah.
Until the next life.
And now, see, I got nothing on board. It's not going to work. Yeah. But I mean, you look at this. Even with this, I was still able to hold my own for a while here. For a while. See, like there's not much we can do here. But we're just going to try and get as much as we can out.
That's enough for now.
So, like I said, trying to play with the starter decks here so I can show you guys what it looks like to be playing with a starter deck. Oof. Another Guild Enforcer just coming to straight wreck me. And these are great cards when you're playing against more of a zoo style deck. And now you can see like the deck that they're playing here is more of a mid-range deck as well, but with some really good mid-range cards. So I don't know why he doesn't just execute me. He's got the... It's like, what's the point? Just use your Oliphant and smash on me. Yeah, like I don't even know why you would be getting stuff from the Sanctum. Yeah, Gods Unchained does not currently support Linux, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, once you get, like I said, once you get out to up to the higher levels, you know, the play of people is much better. So, you know, like I said, I'm on Auric Gold right now, and so it's Solar Gold, then Ethereal Diamond, and then Mythic. So even here at Auric Gold, there, you know, most people have pretty good cards. Their decks are pretty well put together. You're not seeing a lot of beginners. But so all right, so we're gonna keep going on because I'm committed. I'm playing all the beginners decks. You guys are gonna see what it looks like to play these beginners decks. I'm gonna go with the light starter deck here now. We're just gonna keep rotating through. And you know, same thing to the other one. These decks are pretty like they're not leaning any one particular way or one particular strategy. I would say, which is usually what you're looking for when you're creating a deck, is looking to try and fill some gap in the meta. Or meta in general, right? Trying to find the popular setup, things that are winning combinations. And you can do that by doing some research on a really great website called gudex.com. And Gudex has a wealth of information. It's where all the big players go. It's where I go. It's where everyone is looking at different decks and what people are building, what they're winning with. And you can see all that data because it's all on-chain data, which is great. Buying packs. If you're buying packs, yes, right now you do. Now, I believe that they're going to have a feature for being able to have it where that you can buy with IMX tokens and through the immutable marketplace instead, but that is not a feature they've rolled out yet. How is matchmaking? Do you normally match with players of your level or it's more random? Oh no, yeah, Glenn, so you're always being matched with players that are in your same rank. So I'm always playing against players that are about the same rank, not level. It's not dependent on your level necessarily. It's dependent on what rank you're in. So I'm in Auric Gold. I'm playing against Auric Gold level players, and usually not playing anything below or above. Now, when you're in the lower ranks, just getting started, you may play some guys that are a little bit lower, a little bit higher, but that starts to taper off once you get in about 2 or 3 ranks up. So, stay wow, what's going on? Yep, we're back from vacay and we're doing it, playing more GU. So we're going to play this light starter deck, and we're going to see how this one goes. You guys can see how this starter deck plays out. Yeah, so Les Maxos is right. So if you already have ETH on IMX, then you're good. And that's what I mean. So there still is fees like that, but there's no native necessarily way to just buy it without fees. So, but once you get there, yeah, then you don't have to pay gas. That's a great thing I was talking about earlier about how this team has really put a lot of work into developing the infrastructure. And Immutable X as a marketplace and as a you know, gasless second layer scaling solution for Ethereum has been a huge boon, and tons of games are moving over to IMX because of that. Yeah, we can keep these.
With justice as my shield, I cannot lose.
Good luck.
All right, so Wild Hog is actually a pretty good first play. Dang, coming hard with that canopy barrage right out the gate. I love it.
That's enough for now.
Yeah, I haven't tried buying any ETH directly on IMX with MoonPay, there is a fee for that too. So it's like, well, you're going to pay the gas fee, or you're going to pay the credit card style fee, right, through MoonPay. MoonPay is okay. I would say it's an okay service. I've used it not for them, but for using it for Wax. Would I say this is similar to Splinterlands? No, I wouldn't say that it's similar to Splinterlands at all. It's a card game, but that's about where they end. That's about where they end. I'm going to save this little guy here. Ooh, this porcupine, man. This guy, I have a lot of trouble fighting against him last time as well, because this, you got to have 5 mana. You have to have a 5 mana or a 5 attack creature to get that. And like this, you know, of course, the first thing he puts down, I mean, I guess I think I can make it have 0 strength. I don't know. So we want to get this guy out, I think, is the play here, so we can get that other card, his card, off the board. Because that next turn I'll be able to smash on that guy and get rid of him. He is confused, so we'll see. It's always luck of the draw. Do I always play starter decks? No, I don't. This is just something I'm trying today. We're just having fun with it. Just showing people who are in particularly new to Gods Unchained a little bit about the starter decks. I never play starter decks, actually, so I don't really know these decks very well. And that was a burn right there. So now his Porcupine is going to be much harder to kill. Like, significantly harder. What card did he play right there? Oh, Sip from the Spring, yeah. Okay, look, we're gonna do this. Oh, come on! Oh, that is a burn. That is a burn.
I'm running out of time.
Oh, I should have attacked. What am I doing? I don't know why I wasn't attacking before either. I'm stupid. Armor is broken. Why do you say armor is broken? But yeah, Les has a good point there, and this is something I talked about on Splinterlands as well. You know, buying card packs is really not the best, most efficient way to start building your decks from the beginning. It's finding good decks that you want to play, and then going and buying those cards for them, because you can get some of the basic cards pretty cheap. Goodness. Just get some damage on him while I can, because he's just buffing the hell out of this thing. I'm just screwed with that because I gotta get. Oh, see, now he's hunting me. Ouch. For real? Exactly. That's exactly. I was like, damn, are you serious? I think you should be able to damage armor. Well, no, that's the whole point, is that you can't damage armor. And like, at this point, I'm screwed. This one creature he put out is going to decimate me. Gonna decimate. So, I mean, at this point, there's not really much I can do.
That's enough for now.
Not much I can do right now.
It's the circle of life.
This is crazy. Yeah, see, like, usually there's some sort of removal or something that you'll have, you know, here, and at this point right now, like, it's just, this deck of this spiny porcupine is crazy. I mean, I could do this. I mean, I guess I could have played this, but not really going to make a difference now.
That's enough for now.
Not going to last too much longer with that swelling boon on him. Les, yeah, I do have some of those cards. I don't have a Jason, actually. That's one of the ones I never picked up. But I do have the other ones. I have most of the Genesis. I have most of the sets for each one. I'm missing legendaries from a few of them, from them for sure. There's a couple legendaries I'm missing. So I don't have complete sets of every set out so far, but, you know, pretty close. God, it's just a small amount of what it was gonna take. I'm just gonna let him kill me. Yeah, I mean, and like I said, so at the rank I'm playing right now, playing a starter deck like this doesn't make sense at all. But you know, I'm just kind of showing people a little bit of the starter decks, what it looks like, and you know what kind of the pitfalls are of some of them. Because there's always a lot of new people that are out there looking to play. I don't expect to win. Now, if I do pull off a win at the starter deck, I will be very surprised at this level. But I mean, the starter decks are great for going from, you know, the very lowest level to probably like probably three or four ranks in. So you can play quite a bit of Gods Unchained at these levels, and you see, like, I'm going to D-rank now because of this, right? So, which is fine by me. I'm not really worried about it. But we're going to continue here, and we're going to play some let me see. So the first three here usually are three of the better decks, and probably the easier ones to play. So we're going to play the War Starter deck, which is actually one of the better ones too. And we're not even going to go, and this is more of like a zoo oriented deck, just because War is kind of oriented towards that way anyways. I keep getting that damn Q thing every dang time. Are you guys still getting the Q bug like that? I feel like every match I'm getting it now. Marie, what's going on? Thanks for joining us. And hey, just so you guys know too, if you're if you're on YouTube and you are watching on my YouTube channel, I have a brand new gaming channel on YouTube. I'm putting the link here in chat for you guys. I would love for you guys to go sub to my brand new gaming channel. This is where all of my game streams are going to move to. So this stream right now on every Friday, and then the Splinterlands ones on Wednesdays, they're going to move to this channel, this new channel. So if you guys are watching right now, please click that link and go subscribe to my new Crypto Stache gaming channel. That's where I'm moving all my gaming content. So once I move, I don't want people like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen Stache in forever. He used to play Gods Unchained. He used to be on stream all the time, and now he's never on time. And so, you know, that's what's going to happen. So I don't want people being like, hey, where are you? Well, that's where I'm at. So make sure you guys, and I'm not making the move right now, but I'm making the move pretty soon. So I want to make sure you guys are in there, and you guys are subscribed, so you get notifications. You know when I'm going live, and watch on that channel, so we can support it and get it going. I really appreciate you guys to be able to do that for me.
Once more unto the breach. Get ready.
You played in a small starter deck tourney, and Magic performed pretty well against others, but obviously real decks are different. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That the starter decks but they're free, and that's what's great about it. They're free decks. So, but I appreciate you guys. Anyone who subscribed to the new channel, I really love it if you guys can go do that and support, because like I said, that is where I am going with everything. This is like the perfect card for a zoo kind of a war starter deck to get out. Is Boil Blood Outlaw. Especially if you're you know, this early stage like this, or you play first. Yeah, see, because boom, he's going to be able to avalanche strike that, and it's gone.
It's that time again.
So here's where we're going to use this, and use this to get Spring Bloom Hunter out as well. Yeah, I mean, starting with the starter decks is the way to go. And like I said, that teaches you the game. Don't invest in cards before you really understand the game and what you want to be playing. And then you can start, building a little bit of a strategy. Start with one splinter. I mean, one splinter. Start with one god, and find a good deck that you can play with, and a deck that's not too expensive. And you can do that by looking at gudex.com, which is the #1 resource for everything Gods Unchained. Yeah, you learn pretty fast too. If you've already played other card games too, I think that you'll understand a lot of the concepts, right? Of like control, of zoo, the different styles of decks out there, and then the kind of combinations you can have, because it's very similar to other games. Started with the War God and played with them for 4 weeks. Yeah. And yeah, Ryan G, we talked about that. Going through the training, which is one of the modes when you first start, there's a training tab behind Rank Constructed. If you click on one of the tabs after that, you can get 3 packs to get started. And playing, you actually rank up fairly fast when you're new, and you get some card packs pretty quickly along the way, which is cool. Yowza, what did he just play? Oh, Auric Rush.
Nothing like the sweet scent of rotting flesh. My turn.
So We could get this big guy out, or we could get the regen guy out. I think going with the big guy makes sense.
Stand your ground. Enough of these games.
Yeah, well, Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Like any of these card games, it's very similar feeling, you know, kind of game. I am he who. Yeah, the cards are definitely going up in price. I mean, even from when the first Genesis set came out, those cards are pretty expensive at this point. So same thing with like Splinterlands. If you look at like the beta style cards, those games are those ones are actually, you know, pretty pricey at this point. So. All right, let's see. We want to get this thing gone. Ah. Well, there you go. See, with that confused on this bear, you know, this might be a little hard to take out. And these are the things that, like, when they have, you know, abilities that pump them up turn after turn, you got to take them out quick. And so that's kind of a little bit of an issue here for sure. Yeah, Cody, I've noticed that. There's definitely a difference of the price in people who are putting things up for gods and versus how much it is in ETH. I found that the cards priced in ETH are cheaper. I mean, because I think that, you know, people know that you have to move ETH over, right? Oof, what was that? What the hell did he just play right now? I don't even know what the hell he just played. That was weird. I guess he figured, screw it, just reset the whole thing. Oh, it was Carnage Sweep, but Carnage Sweep... Oh, Carnage Sweep with the Relic. Oh, that's why. I was like, wow, how did he get rid of everything? Yeah. Oh, he's coming at me. Where's the Blitz?
It's that time again.
Yeah, well, it's like usually I'm trying to pay attention, but I'm looking at chat, and I looked at chat for a second. I'm like, wait, what happened? So we definitely want to play this and hit him here because we want to get rid of that guy for sure. And then we don't have anything really good here. Rune of Sight. What was his health? Oh, 4. Actually, we could do this. This is not the best play, I would say, but it's a play. Yeah, for sure. I get caught talking on this game all of the time, guys. There's no, I mean, like, all the time. I'm like, I'm looking at chat, I'm talking, and then I'm like, oh, I should have done that. And it really does require quite a bit of concentration and making sure that you are optimizing every one of your turns. Figured that was coming. He was going to use his relic there for that. Oof. We need something good here. I need to get something good on this next turn because what I've got nothing left. And let's see, he's going to probably grab something from the Sanctum right now. We got Form of Power. Oh, he did just grab something, didn't he? Rune of Sight. Oh, what's the other one? Bronze Servant. Well, the God Blitz is nice, but I think what we want to do is use this, because I wish I could use it for Blitz, but at least it's giving him one more strength, and he's going to get rid of this guy. I mean, I think we probably wait on the hatchet and we get the Flame Caller out. Which sucks because, you know, I don't really want to do that, but I guess we could have done a Volkner's Raider and the Ramshackle hatchet and had it all ready to go. How did he get all these things pumped up? Did he do it? I mean, he must have done something earlier that I didn't see. Oh, Call to Arms.
It's that time again.
Let's just get it out there. I'm hesitant to use it right now. I mean, I think we want to save it. We'll see what he does. I mean, he could go face here, but he's probably got something in his hand. I mean, once again, we talked about the different advantages that you want to try and keep. Oh, see, I knew he had that Bronze Sword. I should have used it. Why didn't I do that? See, once again, it's being focused here. I knew he had picked up the Bronze Servant in the Sanctum, and I totally forgot about it because I got caught talking again. I should have used it against him for sure, and now it's gone. Gods Unchained is technically on Ethereum, but really they've moved it over to Immutable X, which is a second layer scaling solution to Ethereum. Ooh, this is interesting. Who do we take out first? I guess it doesn't really matter.
That is not possible.
Your opponent is nowhere to be found. The game has been paused. Uh-oh. Do I get a win by default? That's not going to happen. But like I said, once again, I'm surprised. You know, even with these starter decks, I'm surprised that I'm actually making it this far. Okay, he's back. I'm surprised I'm making it this far into a match. I'm not going to lie. Like, I thought, like, you know, turn 5 with these decks that I would be obliterated. But I'm in particular, this one, I'm holding my own, so. And once again, if you guys are just joining us and hanging out, you guys can definitely use my link if you want to join Gods Unchained. I'll put it here for you guys. And you can get started with this game for free. So that's what's great about it. Ooh, Raid Reverie, he's throwing it back at me. And see, this is where I feel like a lot of these decks start to dwindle, you know? Twin Strike and Blitz, wow. Well, that's interesting. I'll at least be able to take this guy out, so... I would have liked to have kept that guy, but yeah. Tay Skinny just won his first match. GG, man. GG. Stache, how do you know you got good cards after opening packs? Well, I mean, I know the cards really well, so I know if they're good or not. But I mean, you'll know the rarities of the cards by the little jewels that are on each side of the card. So blue is rare, which is the lowest level. And then purple is epic. And then, you know, legendary is gold. And then there's some other like shines that you can get on the card, like diamond or gold shines or shadow shines. And those increase the value of the card in general. Oh. Oof. That is a burn right there. See, this is just like, it's... See, once again, like you get to these late stages and there's just, these decks don't have the combos to kind of keep up, you know? So in 2 turns, I'm essentially dead. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm just gonna, we'll see what happens, because he's gonna attack this turn, right? And unless he has something else that can kill me in this one turn and take 20 damage, but... And that's the thing with war in general. There's no real good like big board wipes. So here you go. Frontline can attack. This will save me for like one more time. So I'll do that, and then I can do this. But like it's not gonna do much. But like, see, it'll save me for one more time. I got one more turn. Hold on by a thread. Well, I thought one more time, but I guess not. he had the blitz in there, you know, what were we gonna do? But that's that. Soul Survivor is an excellent board wipe. Yeah. It can't be. Who earns more, Gods or Splinter? I would say right now probably Splinterlands, but when Gods Unchained is running their events, like their special events like they were doing here with Blessing of the Gods, I think Gods Unchained actually you could earn more in. Eek. One more loss and I'm D-ranking, but you know, that kind of concludes it for today's session. We've jumped on, I showed you guys some of the starter decks playing Gods Unchained, but with beginner decks only. And you can see how hard it actually is at a higher level. But if you're at a lower level and you're just getting started, you know, these decks can do really well. You can see how well I actually held my own against the other players. And a lot of that is card knowledge and understanding how to play the game. But there is potential there, right? So there is potential there to be able to, you know, grab these things. And actually, before we go, I'm going to open my last pack here. I leveled up and I got another pack that I earned, just so you guys saw today. Because I leveled up, and this is a pack that I just earned for free. Yeah, and not bad. So there we go, guys. That is Gods Unchained, playing with all beginners decks. Not easy to do. You can see I was close with the win. I was very close with that last one with the win, but just couldn't pull it off at this higher level. But great for getting started. And if you got a brand new player, definitely jump in, start looking at the different deck styles that you want to play. find one that works with you using geodex.com, and then you can, maybe start buying a couple cards that fit that. Buying packs is not necessarily the way to go. You can earn a lot of the good core cards actually just by playing, and then once you start getting to a higher level and you've been playing for a while, buying packs makes sense, I think, especially if you want to continue to play this for the long term. All right, so before we go, just let you guys know, I do have a brand new gaming channel here on YouTube, and this is where all my game streams, including this one, that's where they're going to move. So if you guys are not subscribed to this channel, please do so. I know we've got like 50 or so people in the chat. I want you guys all to subscribe to the channel. That way you're going to maximize your Stache content, and you'll get a notification, because once I move my streams over there, you're going to be wondering, like, hey, why have I not seen Stache go live playing Gods Unchained or Splinterlands or any other games we play? Because they've moved to this new channel. We're really trying to expand the brand here a little bit, so I really appreciate you guys by going in and subbing there. And same thing if you guys are on Theta. Obviously, nothing's changing for Twitch or Theta, so if you're on either of those platforms, I'm still going to be streaming on those too, but really just trying to build up a game-specific channel here for all the great crypto games out there. All right, crypto gamers, that's it. We're done. The NFT game grind, we did it. We ground away. We earned some packs. I showed you how to play with the beginner's decks. I will see you guys next week. Stick around for Around the Metaverse on Monday coming, and then usually we may be doing a new Monday live stream, NFT game grind, playing one of my favorite games. So that may be coming here pretty soon. But that's all we have for today. Until next time, folks. Stache that crypto, friends.